my cup with some Java love. Sit on down, let's talk it up. I know some laughing lattes, laughing lattes.
Welcome to Life and Lattes with Liv and Cole. I'm Cole.
And I'm Liv.
And welcome back to both of us.
I know. It's been like a month since it was just the two of us.
Yeah, we were talking before the episode. We were like, I don't even remember the last time that we were both in the studio and doing an episode together. So we wanted to get back to our roots today. No guest, just us two. You're stuck with us today. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The OGs.
You just have to make it through 1 week. So
yeah, we have some exciting guests in the pipeline.
Yeah, coming
upcoming
up.
shows.
And some fun stuff going on too. So
yeah.
Coffee today. It's really good.
I like
this
it.
Is good. This is hitting the spot today, and I needed some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So Liv picked us up some iced espresso from Starbucks at the Stowe. This is vanilla latte. Smooth and creamy.
What's happening today?
I don't know.
It's rough. Yeah.
I'm tired.
Smooth and creamy vanilla latte.
It's super good.
It's good.
Have never had this before. Didn't know it existed. It's fantastic.
I was afraid it would be like those smaller Starbucks drinks they have. They're like the Frappuccino ones in the glass bottles.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? I do not like those.
No, those are no good.
Those are no bueno.
And I kind of overdid those in, like, I'm trying to think, probably at the end of high school, like early college.
Yeah, they're not good.
You're like buying these. You're like, oh, great. They're easy. They're in a glass. And then finally you're like, oh, these are not good, though.
No. Like, it's like really thick and is not have much coffee taste to it.
Right.
It tastes very artificial. So this is not like that at all.
No.
Which is good.
Yeah, this is tasty. It definitely is. It's a little heavier for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's definitely, I said smooth and creamy. I mean, that's exactly what it is. But it's not over the top like you're just drinking, you know. Cream. So that is nice.
It's true.
And it's got a tiny little bit of coffee bite. So just know if you want more coffee flavor, this is not the thing for you. Even though it's espresso, but it's more of the vanilla flavoring and
you
the
also can try it hot. So this is in like the cold section, and you can put it like in a coffee cup and heat it up.
I guess I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either, but it says
I bet that's it
shake well and serve chilled over ice, or warm up and serve hot. Why did I say it?
You
like
are
that?
now the new spokesperson for Starbucks. Like, they're gonna put you in a commercial.
I hope
After today, you're in.
I'm ready.
I want to come too. So speaking
we'll
of,
see.
hey, speaking of Starbucks though, while we're on the coffee talk,
Okay. Coffee talk.
Audrey and I think she saw the article, and so she was like, hey, you know, we like to try to make coffee as much as possible now. We're trying to get on that budget life. It's just smart, you know.
It is.
I feel like summer hit and I was not smart with my money. Like I was like, hey, it's summer.
It's summer.
And like, I always like to say like, you can't take it with you, you know, but like you still gotta live.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe should start putting some money away for those kids of mine. But anyways, that's beside the point. So usually I like to buy the Kroger, I think it's the Simple Truth creamer.
Okay.
For coffee at home. And they have good ones. They have sweet cream and vanilla and caramel. They have different
So
kinds.
that one is Coffee Mate, but it's like their Organic Bliss one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've tried that. Well, you've brought that one. I think Cade uses that one as well.
Oh, so you're not talking about that?
No.
Oh, those are like the same names as those. So that's why I was
same
like,
names,
okay.
but it's a different branding.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I said, I think it's specifically like the Kroger Simple Truth, the organic brand.
Right.
So I like those. But Starbucks came out with new ones.
Creamer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad we're talking about this.
Now they're huge. So it would last me probably like 2 months. Like it's a lot. Although to get the flavor, you have to use a little bit more than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But my favorite drink is white chocolate mocha. And that's one of the flavors. Like it's white chocolate mocha. Sorry. They call them different things, but it says inspired by.
Right.
So it's inspired by white chocolate mocha, and then there's inspired by caramel macchiato, and then their cinnamon dolce.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
So we got the cinnamon one.
Yeah, how is it?
It's good. It's really good.
We got the 2 others because literally when we both go to Starbucks together, like she gets caramel macchiato and I get a white chocolate mocha.
It's perfect.
So I was like, yeah, let's just get both and try them.
So I had seen them in the store a couple days ago, and I was like, yes, Starbucks. Like, it just seems like
smart.
Yeah, like this is the route they need to go. And I was telling Brad about it, and then we were at the grocery store the other day, and we only saw the cinnamon one, and it happened to be on sale, which is odd because the expiration date is like November.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, this seems weird that it's on sale. So we were like, let's just try it. And this is the only one that we saw was the cinnamon one. And I was like, let's do it. It's good.
It's
tasty. Really good.
That's good to know.
And I also
I'm not a big
feel
cinnamon, but I'll try it.
It's not super cinnamony.
Have you ever? That's funny. That's a funny word. Have you ever actually tried the cinnamon dolce latte or whatever? Okay, see, I've never had it.
It's good. It's good. I also think that creamer would be good in like a cup of tea, like hot tea. I don't know if you put creamer or cream at all in tea. See, the only time I really drink tea is if like I don't feel well and coffee doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then I'll drink tea. So
I don't know. I'm not a big. I didn't know. I guess I could see that. I never knew that people put cream in tea.
Yeah,
just doesn't see it. I thought that was reserved for coffee.
It's not.
Oh well, now I know.
Name changed.
But yeah, so
life and tea.
Life and tea.
Given the tea.
Pass. Also, I went to the Espresso store for the first time.
Okay, I didn't even know they had a specific store.
Okay, so this is like a whole thing. There's
Am I an uncultured swine?
Yes.
Okay.
There's like a whole. I wasn't gonna say it, but you did. So.
It's all right.
There's a whole. I'm trying to think of the right word because I want to say that there's like this whole society. There's this whole culture around it. Like
there's a cult.
I didn't understand this. Okay, because like you can either order the pods online or you buy them at the store. Well, the store's at Keystone, you know, and I'm on the south side. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
So usually, Audrey picks some of them up because she lives on the north side, and so I'd never been, and I had an opportunity to go this week, and it was an interesting experience. You come in, there's like 2 people on staff.
Okay.
And they don't keep any of the pods out. They're all in the back of the store. And so you come in, they give you like a menu that has the pods, and you can like try any of them you want. Yeah, they go, oh, well, there's this one, and you can try this, and it shows the intensity level and the different kinds. And you just go, oh, I want to try the whatever. They're all like Italian names or whatever.
Yeah, right.
You don't know what any of it means. They're like, oh, yeah, this is kind of like this. And they're like, you want to try it? And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so they like pop it in the machine for you, cook it up, give it to you. And they're like, oh, there's milk here. And everything's like super fancy.
What?
Yeah. It was insane.
This is so weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like, when I walked in, I was like, oh, okay, I'm somewhere different now.
Yeah.
It was like a little seating area. Because it's not a big store.
Okay.
But it's like there's like merchandise on both sides. But, you know, when you open up, when you get like a box, like I bought their mugs.
Mm-hmm.
And when you buy the mug, like any of their packaging, it's like you're opening up like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'm so confused. But it was cool. And none of it was really, I mean, for like, I think a mug's like $20. I mean, it's a nice mug.
Yeah.
But that's usually what you pay for one at like Starbucks. I think they're like 12 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just kind of like a little speechless because I feel like it's weird to have a whole storefront for that. Like it just doesn't seem like something that would be sustainable.
Well, and the one thing that I thought would happen, like the one outcome of that I thought would happen, like happened while we were there. Like somebody came in, was like, I want to get coffee. And they're like, yeah, well, we don't really sell coffee.
Yeah. See, that's what I was going to say. Do they like have, I feel like they should.
I know. Be like, cause think about it, like, I think we did the math in 10 pods. How many pods come in a sleeve? Is it 10? Yeah. I thought so. How much is a sleeve? $10. Yeah. So like a pod's $1. So you're essentially drinking a cup of coffee for $1.
Right.
And it's good coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of spending like, I mean, you could, I don't know how big ounce wise, do you know, like a grande at Starbucks, you know how many ounces that is? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, It's a normal mug
Maybe
of
15?
coffee. Yeah, that's about twice as much. So still, okay, so it's still twice as much as $5, right? It's $1 for a cup.
Sure.
So I'm like, why not just charge $1 a cup?
Yeah.
And I'm sure people would come in and drink it all day long. It's
Right.
good coffee.
And like just keep it simple. Like we have Nespresso machines. Here are your pods. Here's cream.
Right. Which is what they did with us. So I'm like, why not sell it?
Yeah.
It was a weird deal.
Interesting. But I wonder if that comes into more like having to charge for drinks, whereas they're giving you samples.
Right.
You know, like if there's more of a...
But I say sample. It's not like they're like, oh, we have sample size pods.
No, like I mean, like they're...
cup.
But you're not paying for that to
Right.
try.
Oh, yeah, right.
So it's similar to
that.
like when I worked in a wedding shop, we served champagne, but we didn't charge for the champagne.
Right.
So it doesn't make it, it's legal then to be able to serve it and not charge people.
Right, yeah. And I'm sure,
So I wonder if
it's
there's some sort of like...
sure them trying coffee is just their part of their cost of customer acquisition.
Right.
But I thought it was interesting.
That
it was,
is.
And you just go like, point it out on the menu.
Now.
And you like point it out and they're like, yeah, sure, I'll go get them. They get them and they check you out. And
I wonder how many...
The service was great.
Can you just go in there and be like, I want to try this and then not buy anything?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I could have done that, right? Been like, I tried to be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Like, I'm not going to buy any pods. I'm out.
You're there like every morning
Although
on the way to work.
The funny thing is, though, is they have deals, and it's usually like buy a certain amount of sleeves and get like one for free. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, no matter what, like you're still getting a $10 value, which is great. But it's like, oh, if you buy 10 sleeves, you get one for free. So, you know, it's like you spend $100, you get one. And I'm like, I don't need that much coffee.
Yeah.
You know, I don't drink more than 1 cup a day.
Yeah, I definitely do.
I've already done the math on it. Because I've never had more than 1 cup a day. Like sometimes it happens if just like it happened that day because we went to Starbucks and then I was like, oh, the Espresso store's in here and I tried something, but I left it. I was like, can I leave this? I cannot drink another cup of coffee.
Oh my word.
It was a paper cup. But I did the math, like the comparison of what you would spend at Starbucks to this. And it was a big difference.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I told you I'm on that budget life, so I'm trying to critique everything.
Okay.
So I'm like,
so this is funny because Brad and I had this conversation just a few days ago because, like I feel like we're always on the go, whether that's for work or he's going to school or just like whatever.
Yeah. And
so it's so much easier we've been on a Dunkin' thing lately, by the way.
Interesting.
I feel like you should try it.
Just coffee wise? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, they also have good sandwiches, but specifically coffee. You have to be very specific about what you order though, because they're not as, I don't know the right word.
For me, it seems like they're not as bougie.
Yeah,
as Starbucks.
we'll say that. Definitely that.
I don't go.
They are trying to be, and like expanding like their drink menu. But for what I get and what he gets, which is just a plain hot coffee and iced coffee, it's good.
Yeah,
and you get a lot more for.
I was gonna say, I'm sure the price is better.
And their colors are pink and orange.
I don't like their colors.
Which I love.
I was going to say, that's all you.
That is so
That
me.
is all you, but I'm out on that.
I love it. Anyway, what was I trying? Oh.
Wait, where am I going
Where am I going with this? Oh, my word. Anyway, so we've been on that kick of going there. But then we were like, okay, it is cheaper than Starbucks, but we're still spending it because now we're going twice as much, essentially.
Yeah, right. Yeah, now we're going twice as much.
Right.
Spending the same amount.
Yeah. So we were saying that we should just get pods and just like be more like mindful of just like making it at home. Right. And so we've tried like a couple different pods, but we were talking the other day that the taste of coffee in like a paper cup, which you would get at like Starbucks.
Yep.
Tastes different than like your travel mug.
Oh, for sure.
Like I think it tastes better in a paper cup. But it doesn't keep it hot for as long.
Right. That's the only nice thing. Like when I put coffee in my Yeti, it is undrinkably hot for like the first 2 hours.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Because I've told you I'm a slow, like, I'm a slow sipper. So I just I like to relax with my coffee. And so if I take it with me, it's either in my Yeti or I just go ahead and take my Ember mug with me and it just keeps it hot in the car.
Yeah. So.
Which I need to get to
Do you have an opinion? Do you feel like it, notice
I have to try
because
I guess I haven't really paid enough attention to know. And I maybe have had coffee in a mug 2 or 3 times. I don't usually do that. Usually
a travel?
Usually I'll drink it before or, I've been on the Starbucks kick for so long, I just haven't. So it's rare for me.
Okay.
So, but I know it's starting to happen more often because I'm trying to be conscious about it.
Gotcha. I'm going to write this down and make a poll to see if anyone else thinks this, because I also think that, are you much of a soda drinker?
No.
Okay. I think that sodas in a can taste way better than sodas in a plastic bottle.
Interesting.
Fountain, I think, trumps
That's a whole other thing,
most all. But I think cans taste better.
Huh. That's interesting.
I think they have better flavor and carbonation.
Yeah, there's something probably about the aluminum. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that these are, I'm sure these mugs are aluminum lined. So I don't know. I guess I really, like I said, I haven't really paid enough attention to know. And I don't drink very much soda.
Yeah.
There's a rare time, and it's usually what's in arm's length. So I'm or out of a fountain, which I do agree. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
But I also think it's because they're, it's mixing it right there as it's pouring it.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I don't drink much soda, but sometimes I get a real hankering for a Dr. Pepper. I'm
yes.
Oh. You like a Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
What?
It's the best
one. How
one.
have we never talked about this?
We don't talk about soda.
Oh my gosh.
We just talk about coffee, Liv.
I know, you're right. Wow. Okay.
You should do that too,
So good.
and see what everybody's favorite is.
Favorite soda?
Yeah, and see what we get the most of.
I like that.
It goes Dr. Pepper is usually my go-to.
Yep.
And then a very close second is grape soda.
Grape soda.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
So interesting.
Hard to find,
Fanta,
yeah.
or
really any of them.
Okay.
There's usually, me though. The only thing is if it's one of those knockoff brands, I'm out. And I'm not a Jones Soda person.
Okay.
It's not my thing. I think a Sunkist or a Fanta is better when it comes to grape or orange.
Okay.
Yeah, those
I don't know if this is Sunkist or what brand this is, but Crush is like Orange Crush. That brand has a orange or a grape soda.
Yeah, I think they have one too.
Okay.
So any of those major ones I like.
Grape flavored things, I can't.
Ooh, I'm all about it.
I can't get on board with. I do not like
gum.
the taste.
Like bubble gum, there's regular bubble gum and there's grape. Grape is my jam.
Weird. Grody. I don't like that.
But what's funny is I don't like fake cherry.
I don't like cherry.
Or fake strawberry. Those are weird to me. Or well, it depends. I'll do a Jolly Rancher that's watermelon, but other things can get weird.
Orange is typically my favorite.
Yeah. I get that. My dad was a huge orange soda drinker growing up. So and we would you know what a suicide is, right?
No.
Oh, what?
What
Suicide is where you put orange and grape soda together.
Oh.
That was a treat for us.
What?
Oh, yeah. Dad
I've
bought
never
grape
even
and
heard
orange, and we
of
would put orange and grape together, and it's that is a suicide. It was so good.
Wow. So I am a big orange Fanta gal.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper obviously is my first, but I do like orange Fanta. And Fanta assigns, I don't even know what they call it, but they make they're Fanta people. They choose for the year or a couple of years, and they are essentially brand reps for Fanta.
Interesting.
And I'm Fanta.
That's why all your stuff is orange. You're come on.
Oh gosh. Which I didn't know about it because I had posted a Fanta photo. I don't know, a couple months ago.
And did they comment on it or something?
And they commented on it.
Yeah.
And I was yes.
I saw that. I was what? I was look at you, Liv.
Wow, we have talked about drinks for a long time.
That's okay.
So
we hit on a lot of coffee stuff.
We did.
But going back really fast, just for future reference, I am going to bring the Nespresso machine with me, and we'll plug it in, and we'll try some pods.
An office episode where we try.
Yeah, we're just gonna try it. Oh, that was the other thing you were talking about, the mug. It instantly made me think of the Saber cups, and they were drinking the orange juice out of them. And
yes.
they were like, this tastes really metallic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of.
The Sabre.
Yeah, Sabre.
It's so good.
We could have a whole office episode,
I think
too.
we should.
Oh, yeah, we might need to.
Okay, I think we should. We'll plan that.
Okay, moving on. So we've got the drinks out of the way. So now you guys got the coffee. Like, try you some Espresso. Go to the Keystone store. At least try it. I think it's better than Keurig. Like, definitely better. I think the coffee's better.
That's probably true. I will say, before we move on really quick, that we have a Keurig and we will do like a darker roast, which like I wouldn't normally go for a darker roast always. Like I like a medium to dark, but we like typically do a dark roast in the Keurig because I feel like the Keurig doesn't make it quite as strong.
Yeah.
But when you do the dark, it makes it how we like.
That makes sense.
Life hack.
That makes sense.
So
see, now if you have an espresso machine, you just get the more intensity on your coffee. They're leveled from 1 to 9.
Why don't you just tell Brad just to go ahead and buy us an espresso machine?
I'm trying to think if they're.
You got it for free.
No, I know, but they're not. They have different levels, and I want to say that mine maybe would have been like $100 new.
Oh, that's not bad.
Which is not hateful.
No.
But I know there's. Obviously there's different levels. Like there's the
Virtuo but see, then
Plus.
They get you like on those pods.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's their reoccurring, revenue model. Like
right.
It makes sense. It's smart, but I'm like, if your cost of entry is low, then you got me hooked, right? I mean, if I'm buying $1 a pod and if I drink 30 of them a month, like now you already got me.
Yeah.
Which I get, but it's still cheaper. That's the thing. It's still cheaper. Like
then
if I'm
going to a coffee shop.
If I'm gonna be committed to drinking coffee every day,
true.
at least I can still enjoy something premium-ish enough and not spend $5 cap.
My brother-in-law texted me this week. Let me find the text that he sent to me. This is coffee related.
Yeah, it's but yeah, we'll bring it in and give you guys some information on it so that way you can. The pods are hard to like know what's good and what's not, so yeah. We can go through that though.
I'm jazzed about that. Sweet. He texted me and said, "Why didn't you tell me about mocha nut sooner? So good."
I still haven't been.
And I was like, "I've failed you." He said, "Indeed, you have."
Okay. So one more thing. We're gonna be stuck on this all day.
Okay.
We recently. I think we had talked about this before on the last Guys episode, but like Cade, Levi, and I went to see John Mayer.
Yes.
It was phenomenal, by the way. We stayed downtown. When we got up the next morning, Cade had to go to work, and then Levi and I had rode up together, so he was taking me back to my office where my car was. And he was like, Cade said we have to try Georgia Street coffee first.
Okay.
So we went, and I was just I knew I was going to be on the road all day. I was not feeling coffee. And so he got... I don't know. It was probably just a vanilla latte. Oh my gosh. He was like, try it. It was iced.
Was it good?
It was amazing.
Is this Georgia Street Grind? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I've seen it, but I've never been.
Parking is hard because it is like directly on Georgia Street. And it's more of like a walking street.
Yeah.
But it was like if you're ever downtown and you have the opportunity.
Should go.
Yeah. It was seriously, it's probably one of the best iced vanilla lattes I've ever had.
Yeah. I feel like it's easier to go to coffee shops like that when you work downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And your car's like already parked and you're able to like.
And that's why Kate knew about it because when he worked downtown, he'd just walk over there and get coffee.
Right.
Which I'm like, that's super nice.
We should try it.
Which, if the Coffee House 5 would ever open up in Franklin, I'd be walking my sweet butt over there to get coffee too.
Sweet butt.
It's very disappointing. I had to go in for floor and we tried Benjamin's. And I've had it before, and we got vanilla lattes, and it was horrible.
Aww,
I hate to say that, but it was hateful. It was not
good.
There was way too much syrup in there. Like it was like really sweet, and it had a really fake aftertaste to it. And I was like, this is unfortunate.
Darn.
I wanted it to be good.
Yeah.
I really did.
I hate when that happens.
Because it's within walking distance as well.
Right.
So, Coffee House 5, come on.
Where are you at?
I think they're still like waiting on permits or something. It's been weird. It's been done for a long time.
That's what I thought. I felt
Just
like it was supposed to be open by now, but
they are at the farmers market on Saturday mornings.
They are.
And I know they serve a couple different things there.
That's cool.
Okay. Coffee talk. Done. We made it happen. Check. So we did it. I know we were going to talk. Okay, so first, I want to talk about this. I don't know if anybody's noticed on the Instagram, but Liv and I went and did a photo shoot.
Made glamour shots. Too.
Yeah, sure. Let's call them glamour shots. And yeah, we went and got some of those for the show, and that was funny. That's the first time I've ever done that. I know it's not your first.
It's not.
Not even close.
No.
But it was for me, so it's very. I am not used to being on the other side of the camera.
It's true.
Always behind it.
You did great.
Thank you.
You were a natch.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. I'm ready to go again.
We will.
That was a lot of fun.
Gotcha. I feel like we need more outfit changes.
Oh, yeah.
Because
we didn't do enough outfit
now
changes.
I'm like, I'm wearing like the same outfit in these posts. Like,
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Space it out.
I'm like, I need some different ones too.
I know. It's all right. We'll do it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though, and doing it in the coffee shop and everything. Like, it was, although like it did feel very awkward to be in the middle of a busy coffee shop and we're just like taking pictures.
Right, and people are like looking at you, and it's
like, what are you doing?
Uncomfortable sometimes. But
well,
I always think, so first doing it because I have like modeled for a couple different like boutiques.
Oh, that's right.
And so you're like downtown, you're in a coffee shop, you're on the canal, like there's just like all these very public places where you're taking photos, and people are like, why are these white chicks just like posing? Which is like every influencer ever.
Yes.
But
which I think it's way more accepted now, and I think really more than anything, people are like gawking because they're like, who is that?
Yeah.
Why is it that they're doing that?
Right.
Because it must mean something.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't.
It doesn't. No.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, odds are I will probably never see these people again. So I'm just like not going to feel uncomfortable by it, and I'm just going to do my thing.
I get that. So me, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
We're here to get a job done, so like why not?
Yeah.
Why not make it happen?
Yeah, but it did get like so busy so fast in the coffee shop.
Like all of a sudden,
As
the minute we started
shooting.
Gosh. Which we went to what was it? Provider.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to call it Providence, and I'm like, I know that's not it. Provider.
Yeah. We did. And
that latte was super good.
It was.
I was very happy with
that.
that.
Too.
There's so much good coffee out there now, like it's hard.
It's so saturated.
It is, but it's just like the craft beer market, right?
Yeah.
It's just once
just
everything
exploded.
hit off, everything kind of.
And everyone wanted a piece of the pie.
Yeah, which I don't blame them. But it's like, it's starting to get redundant. Yeah. You got all the chic, coffee spots to
all these hipster spots.
Which I'm not complaining. Like at least there's somewhere to go, right?
That's true.
That's why I'm just hoping we get some more stuff like that on the south side, because
it's
just helpful not having to drive to Indy.
Right.
Which I love Indy, but it's a drive.
Yeah, it is. Especially like just the parking, I feel like is the worst part.
Oh yeah. Unless you go like on a Sunday because it's free.
Well, yeah.
Which I like that. Do you ever get that like just parking anxiety when you just can't find a spot and you just keep driving in circles?
No.
No?
It doesn't bother me.
That freaks me out.
Do you like driving downtown?
It doesn't
or does that
bother
stress
me.
you out?
I went to school there, right? So it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
You
Brad
know?
doesn't like to drive downtown.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I know. It like a little bit surprises me, but I think it's just like nobody like really pays attention to what they're doing when they drive downtown. And there's one ways everywhere. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know all the streets like the back of your hand, I can see how it would be stressful.
Yeah, I get that.
So.
But still, for me, more than anything, like when I first started driving downtown, the biggest thing was pedestrians because I wasn't used to that. I mean, people don't walk on the side of the street, on the south side. So you're like, I didn't know what rights they had and what rights I did. And I almost hit somebody like first week of school. Gosh. No, I'm serious.
Like legit?
Like legit.
Oh my gosh.
Because when you're, sometimes when you're turning left or you're turning right, they have the right of way to walk. And you have to let them walk, and I didn't know that.
Oh my word!
So
you're
I just
plowing
driving through.
I
was like, "Oh man, almost hit that person." I learned my lesson though.
Well, yeah,
that was it right then. I was
sure
like,
you probably had a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I learned quick. I was like,
that's great.
But now it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I'm kind of used to it, and Indy's so small.
Yeah,
it's like if you've driven it at all, it's not hard to know. Like usually these roads are the ones that are are only north or only south or whatever.
Yeah,
one way wise.
Right.
Because there's like 5 roads.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes it easy.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, so we got to do another photo shoot soon, and I think there should be some. We have more pictures that will come out soon. We're just kind of like slowly trickling them out. So, and we did some behind the scenes stuff. If anybody saw that, that was kind of funny. There's one picture we have to put out where I'm wearing your glasses.
Oh yes,
she has heart shaped like rose gold glasses.
Yes, I have to put that.
We need to put some of the funny ones out because
we will. Yeah, I'll have to do that.
I can't help but just be silly sometimes.
Oh, I mean.
What's the point?
Same. Right? There was I was looking through the photos the other day, and there's a like progression of photos where we were told to smile, and there's like 2 of us smiling, and then like the 3rd photo, my eyes are crossed and I'm sticking my tongue out. I'm like, I just can't be serious for that long, I feel like. But
that's difficult to do.
It's good.
Yeah. So look out for those. We'll probably there's more to come for sure.
Yes.
Cole just got a new camera, so we're still putting that to use.
Speaking of which, we're doing something together that we've never done before. A wedding.
Oh yeah.
On
Careful.
I know. God, I do that every week.
She's just smacking the mic. What'd it do to you?
We're shooting a wedding together.
That's coming up
in
soon,
September,
isn't it?
like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So
no pressure. I was literally just talking to other photographers. Okay. This is actually kind of cool. I should mention this. This would be really nice of me. We went to an opening of a studio downtown, and it's literally Audrey's like very best friend. They've been friends since they were like babies. Okay. So, and I had not met her yet, so we went. Liv's back is broken.
Yeah.
So she's stretching.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
For those of you that watch on YouTube. But anyways. So we went to her studio opening, and it's her and another friend of hers that they've been kind of. It used to be a cafe. It's in Fountain Square, so it's on Washington. Okay. It's on the east side.
Yeah.
And the studio is called She, and they'll do like portraits and things like that. I know they'll do more beyond that, and they're very artsy, which is beyond my scope.
Yeah.
I tend to, I always have like that business outlook, which sometimes gets in the way of that. So, but it was really cool. Like, it's like the whole place is the front of it's like their studio, and then there's an art gallery, and then there's like a t-shirt printing place in the back. I shouldn't say just t-shirts, but they do printing in general, like screen printing. And so it's just like everything that you could think of there.
Sweet.
And so it was very hip, and they did like a 70s type vibe.
I love.
Yeah,
we've talked about that before. 70s vibe.
Yeah, so it was cool. Like you would definitely enjoy it.
That's cool.
So it was cool. Like they have like drop down screens and everything, and all the equipment to do what they need to do. So you might look that up. Studio.
I want to look at it.
So like I said, they just opened up, and like they're on Washington Street on the east side of downtown, like it's a Fountain Square area.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting to do this wedding together.
Yes.
Because
the reason I'm telling you that is because we were, I met her last night, and they're all photographers, and I was trying to be cool, I know enough, but I'm like, I take pictures of houses,
right?
And children, mine.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, my children. Sorry, now I hear it.
Yeah, now I hear it.
As a parent, I don't think about that stuff.
Right?
I'm just children, they're mine, right? Like, no, I'm not sitting in front of schools, okay?
It's getting weird.
Anyways, so we were talking about that, that it's super scary to even think about doing stuff like that because, and especially like they use contracts, and that's something I've even been thinking about, even on the real estate side, because people are crazy about pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I shot this one house, and the lady was like, she used to be a photographer. She went to school for it and everything. And we were talking about it. And she's like, I quit a long time ago. And I was like, well, why'd you quit? And she goes, I almost had a lawsuit over pictures from a wedding.
Oh, geez.
And she goes, I just couldn't do it any longer. It was so hateful that I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And it was literally she was mad because she was glistening too much in the pictures. and it was just because she was sweating a whole ton.
Oh, sweetheart.
Like, what are you supposed to do about
yeah.
that? You know what I mean? Like, that's not the photographer's fault. Not to my knowledge,
your
right?
Sweaty butt's fault.
Yeah, I'm just like, and so she was gonna sue her over this. You know what I mean, or like whatever. And I was like, dang, it's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary.
No, I
portraits of any kind,
and it's true, but especially for wedding days because
which I get.
Those are like you can't
high stress, high
get
pressure.
Those moments back, right? Like you can't just if it were like an engagement shoot, like reschedule an engagement shoot or whatever, something like that. So it's more stressful. I get that.
That's okay. We're just gonna fill a memory card up.
So yeah. So I'll just be the one more like directing people, and you're just gonna be like shooting like crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, good. I am nervous, but it'll be fun. I'm trying to learn new things and try new things, so I'm like, let's just rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, and I've shot a variety of things before, so I feel more comfortable with it.
You've been in that world a lot longer, so
yeah.
I don't
it's
even
gonna
know.
be good.
I don't even know.
It's gonna be good.
Like I'm the equipment guy. That's it. I just know that. But I literally texted Liv like not that long ago, and I was like, "Yo, I don't know if we can do this." But I feel way more confident. I had my older camera then, and once I got the newer one, I was like, I feel way better because for those of you camera nerds out there, the ISO range is much better now.
It's gonna be good.
Not everything will be dark.
I'm not worried about it. Plus, like the people we're shooting for are super like low key.
Yeah, which you said that, so I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
Although that could change in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know, it is a wedding day, so
yeah.
Get us a bridezilla on our hands.
Okay. I think we're in the clear.
Okay, good.
On that.
Good.
Yep.
But Liv and I are trying out some stuff and trying to get some experience in that. So, you know,
maybe we'll just become very well-known wedding photographers.
You never know.
We'll just see that this is our calling.
Just the podcast, it started and then it turned into now we're wedding photographers. You never know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So going beyond that, I think we got a couple things we could talk about. I don't know which one you would like to talk about, but we can do a little summer recap if you want, because we are like 2 or 3 weeks from fall.
I know.
Legit fall.
Yeah.
The leaves
are turning
yellow on my trees.
There are leaves behind us on the ground that are brown.
I literally had to blow leaves the other day.
A lot of them. And I'm like, no.
It's scary. I feel like it really just like creeped in. Like one day there were leaves on the ground.
Yes. But see, today there is a high of 77
yes.
and a low of like 56. And I'm like, yes.
No,
I love these days.
I get it.
But I would like a longer time of this kind of temperature. Like that's what I feel like is fall, is when you wake up and you leave the house and you have to wear a jacket.
Yes.
But like afternoon time, it starts to like warm up.
Yep, I'm right there with you. And I like wearing jeans more than shorts.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, throwing on a sweatshirt or whatever.
Yes.
Being able to sit outside, be comfortable, I like to sweat, don't get me wrong, but
summer is definitely my favorite, and I felt like we blinked.
Oh, it's gone.
And summer is gone. I can't believe it.
I know.
I feel like, and I used to like laugh at my parents about this.
I know, right?
But like, because they would always say just like how fast time flies, and I'm like, no. But now I'm like, whoa.
It goes quick. I mean, between work and...
We were talking with some friends the other day that Brad graduates this December.
Gosh, that's crazy.
And I'm like, I feel like we just started nursing school.
Yeah, I remember when he did. When he was worried about getting in.
Getting in, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So... It's too much, I'll tell you that much. I like fall time, but I don't think we ever get enough of actual fall time.
You guys had a pretty good summer, though. You got to go on a couple trips and do some stuff.
We did.
And it's not over yet, so...
It's not, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we got some time off between his different semesters, so that was nice. And our birthdays are so close together that we're spending like this weekend for our birthdays.
Yeah,
and
right.
He works on my actual birthday, so I know, which is okay.
Which, as we're recording this on this day, it's Brad's birthday. So happy birthday, Brad!
Yeah, happy
love
birthday.
You, Bud.
He's old.
He's not that old.
No, he's 26.
26.
Yep. Past vintage age. Vintage is 25.
I was gonna say this. So this is where we meet up, and then in November I'll turn 27. So
okay.
27.
Old. Gross. And I'm kidding.
She said gross.
Yeah, I'm kidding. And then I will be 24 on the 8th, and
Youngin.
I feel like 74 today.
Well, yeah, you're moving like you're 74.
Like literally yesterday was so bad. I was like hunched over with like my hand on my back, shuffling my feet. I'm like, my grandma walks better than this.
She showed up with a back brace on. I was like, oh,
it's not like a back brace. It's just kind of a wrap.
Whatever. It's a back brace.
Yeah, but a back brace is different.
I don't know the difference, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
I've never had to use one, so.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Because you're not active.
Whoa. I'm active.
Shots fired.
Carrying bags and kids all the time.
Your kids?
Yeah.
Or
no, just everyone's kids. You know? I was going to say some of that on it.
Okay.
They're heavy when you put them in the car.
I believe that.
And now, like, you know, Lydia's 5 going on 6. And
16.
She just, 16. No joke. And, you know, she'll be like, pick me up. And I'm like, sweetheart. I'm like, I love you. And I've been carrying you around for 5 years, but no.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta walk. I love you to death, but no.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, baby, you're a big girl now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do your own thing.
Aw.
Cuddles are still fine.
Yeah. But you don't have to like pick them up.
Yeah. Which Elsie, she'll be able to be picked up for the rest of her life. So.
Yeah, for sure. She'll be this.
It's a stick.
Yeah. Size for her life.
Right?
For sure.
It always makes Lydia, like, Lydia is so sensitive and is so cute. Like, I was like that when I was a kid. And so I so sympathize with her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she takes it to another degree.
Yes.
You know,
Naturally,
which is cool. Like, okay, so I got this thing in the mail. I'm not going to go into it, but I had ordered this thing and got it in the mail, and it had taken a long time for me to get. And so they added a little extra thing, and it came with like this silly little necklace. And I was like, here, girls, like, you can have it. Mm-hmm. And I said, but you guys got to share, which is always, you know.
Oh, I know.
Signing your death certificate right then and there.
Absolutely.
And so they were like getting ready to leave, and Lydia like started tearing up, and I was like, what's wrong, sweetheart? And she was like, is it gonna be my turn to have the necklace?
Oh geez. And
it was killing me. Like, it meant so much to her that she wanted that necklace. And I looked at Elsie and I'm like, can we share now? And she pretty much looked at me and she didn't have to say anything, and it was pretty much like,
no, actually.
Pass.
Yeah.
I was like, come on. And she's like,
yeah,
I think I'm good.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, sorry. Which I'd also like here's a parenting thing, right? I'm like, I don't feel like I should feel the need to get 2 of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I bought the girls an iPad, and I'm like, again,
You're
probably going to run into an issue here.
Yeah.
But
you'll just have to parent.
But it gets expensive. You know what I mean?
Like taking turns, starting a timer. This is how long you have with the necklace.
Right?
Oh, geez.
Which is funny because I didn't even say anything, and Lydia was like, should we start a timer?
Oh, my word.
And I was like, oh.
She's sassy, though, man.
She is.
And she has, like, big sister syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, and I've literally watched this with the 2 of them, of, like, there's something that Lydia wants, and she shows something that she doesn't want to Elsie, and, like, talks it up really big.
Like, this is so much better.
Wait, why wouldn't you want this? Which, like, I did that with Lauren, and I'm watching it with my nieces. Nora and Sage do it. It is crazy. No, they stayed the night a couple weeks ago, and Nora did this to Sage. It was hysterical because I was like, oh my gosh, I 100%
just selling it.
Pulled that move on Lauren when we were younger. Look at this Barbie doll.
Did Erica do it to you?
Huh? Since we're 8 years apart.
Oh, that was a big difference.
It's different.
Yeah,
I can see that. Because we didn't play like Lauren and I did.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't be interested in the same things at the same time.
I mean, she played with us, but it was always like, because we were like little sisters kind of thing. So it was different with her. But
yeah, with you. And how close are you guys in age, you and Lauren?
We're 2 years apart.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lydia and Elsie are almost there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Sisters,
believe me,
man.
I know.
Speaking
And the
of,
thing is I'm the older one.
yeah.
So I try to sympathize with the younger kid. I try.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I'm like,
Yeah.
I know how this goes.
Right. Yeah.
And Cade turned out okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He's okay.
He doesn't have that many issues.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But speaking of the way girls play, this is funny because Brad and I were talking about this a couple days ago of some of our favorite toys that we got for Christmas when we were younger and just the differences of how girls versus boys play. And I'm sorry, I'm just throwing this out there. You cannot tell me that there is not a clear-cut difference between girls and boys. And here's why. Just for an example. We took Nora and Sage to a restaurant where they had a coloring thing.
Yeah.
Okay. There were 2 slices of pizza that they were to color. And both of them knew which one was the girl and which one was the boy based on eyelashes.
Oh,
wow. Both of them were just this one's the girl and this one's the boy. Being able to differentiate the 2 of those things.
That's
it was
crazy.
So funny. And both of them colored them more of a girl and named them girl names. It was so funny. But we were talking about, I don't even know if these are still popular. Polly Pockets. Do you know what those are?
I wouldn't know if I saw it, but I know the name. I can remember hearing it,
They're really small Barbies.
Okay. Did they have little rubber clothes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Those were mine and Lauren's jam when we were younger. We had so many of them and so much clothing. And Brad and I were talking about it, and he's like, gosh, that is just so different from Brandon and him playing. Always wanting to beat each other up and playing with guns and Legos and video games and just roughhousing always. And I was I always played with dolls I would make the families and I would dress them and I would style the home and then I would be done with it. I just wanted to
that sounds
make
about
them
right.
all look cute, which used to drive Lauren crazy because Lauren wanted to actually play house or whatever with the dolls.
Right.
And I was just I just want to style them and be done.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. Sometimes I struggle with that. I miss, especially growing up with a brother. I miss that just having a little bit more testosterone in the house.
Yeah.
Because usually it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a lone wolf.
Oh, and those 2 girls are girly.
Oh, yeah.
To the max.
Through and through. So I'm sometimes I
they
struggle.
They sneeze glitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I'm can your uncle come over? Can we and there are times where he and I just we'll just haul off and just punch each other.
Yeah.
Just because you're just sometimes you just gotta get that out.
Boys, man.
And so it's tough. I gotta watch my playing style with the girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's funny because my sister has her 4th girl is coming and they have 1 boy. So
Okay, I didn't know it was a girl.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Man.
So
You're gonna have to bring some boys to the table.
I know, that's what I've heard, which I have also on the Beatty side, there are lots of boys.
Yeah.
So
But
I guess we shall see what happens.
There were a lot of boys on my side too. And
I'm not
all the boys from my generation, on our side of the family, we've all had girls.
Okay.
Which is scary.
Yeah.
We brought the girls.
So, but his 2 brothers have had boys. There's 4 boys and a girl.
Yep.
I think there's 3 girls in the nieces realm, and there's a billion boys. So
never know.
But it's funny watching because I had brothers too that were close-ish in age with us, and you just kind of luckily they had each other so they could have boyish time. But there were definitely times where they would play dolls with us.
Oh yeah, Aaliyah, my cousin.
Yeah,
we were all super close, and I'm trying to think. What, she just turned 21, so we're what? We're 6 years apart.
Yeah.
So even just that difference, I still I played with her all the time because it was like we were in that group. There were 3 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
And so it's like no one really,
yeah.
everybody really wanted to play guns and video games. That's what we did. And so then it was like, I tried to be a good cousin.
Yeah.
And I had fun with her, so.
Yeah, but it's funny to watch my nieces and one nephew play together because
I'm sure
there's definitely a clear difference where he wants to be like more rough with the dolls and like suddenly the Barbie dolls turn into like ninjas or whatever.
Right.
But like he will still want to play with them because he doesn't have a brother, and so he like wants to be included into the girls' time of playing, and the girls are kind of like, we don't really want to play with you sometimes just because you're so like rough, but they are still nice. They like let them play and stuff. But
that's so funny.
Oh my word, it's so funny to like see the difference like younger than me, because obviously I can see it with like myself and my siblings, but watching it happen of like me not playing, and I can just see like the difference.
Watch
there
the dynamics play
so,
out.
Yeah, it's so funny. But
yeah, I don't know. I just see a lot of girl play. So
yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's it. And they're always, it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta change my outfit, and we're going to the store.
Yeah.
They're baby dolls, and I don't. Yeah. Making food and everything. And
I'm so glad you have girls.
Well, there was a reason for that. There was a reason for that.
Oh, I believe it.
I told you both times. I was like, boy. Missed out both times.
Yeah, sure did.
That's okay. Love them to death.
Oh, man.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're running pretty close here to the end. There were just a couple things that I wanted to go over before we're done here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to word this in the best way that I can.
Okay.
Which I know you're staring at the outline. You're like, I wonder how he's going to present this. So I'm just going to switch the words around. So do you eat wings?
Yes.
Yeah? Boneless or bone-in?
So, okay. I know this is very controversial.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't necessarily like, are boneless wings actual wings? No. Or are they chicken nuggets?
They're
essentially
nuggets. We had this conversation. They're nuggets.
Okay, I
just pre-sauced
on the menu. There are called boneless wings. So I order boneless wings because there's like no meat on wings, and it is so much work to hold and to get sauce all over your face and hands for such little meat. It's not worth it to me.
Interesting. See, some things are about the experience. Mm-mm. It's the visceral experience of going and you sit down and usually got a beer and you're like, I'm gonna pick up this, chicken wing, and I'm gonna eat the meat off of it.
Your face.
Was
so intense. See, I think that may be like a girl guy difference.
Look at you. You're catching on.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought was interesting. So we went to the new Ale Emporium in Greenwood. Yeah. And Audrey literally had her first, non-boneless wing, like a regular traditional wing. And she told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, you've never they're two different things. You know what I mean?
They are.
The meat's different, the taste is different. And again, the experience is different. I think only I think only Audrey could make it look cute while still,
naturally.
You know what I mean? Naturally.
Of course.
So, and I said that,
I would look like a grizzly.
But it was funny because you could kind of tell she didn't know what she was doing, but she was making it happen. Yeah. And I think she liked him. You didn't have any issue with
What's
it?
What's the consensus?
Yeah, but if you had to go and choose again, what would you do? Yeah. And why? It's just easier. It's easier. Yeah. Okay.
It's less messy. That's how I feel about ribs, but you get more meat from ribs. Oh, yeah. But it's so messy. Yeah. Oh, I hate it.
Oh, it's great.
I just don't like the fact that I have to wipe my hands constantly and wash my hands halfway through a meal. It's just so inconvenient,
That's so funny. Ugh. Again, it's part of the experience.
It's not an experience.
See,
that
and
I
I'm
enjoy.
not a lot of people. They some of their wings. They like them a dry rub, and I'm like, nah. I want a saucy wing. Saucy. That's the whole point.
Speaking of saucy wings, at least, Lauren, Brad, and I went to Brothers last week, and I think this is a new flavor. They did a like a whiskey barbecue sauce.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
Really good.
Okay.
I just always go for the sweet barbecue one because that's my favorite. But
Yeah.
this one was like a really close second. You'll have to try it. It's good.
Yeah, and their boneless wings are like a little different.
Oh, it's good.
Like it's a different like coating and things.
Where's your favorite place to get wings? I have mine.
That's a tough one. I've had some really good wings. I'm not a B-dubs fan.
Okay.
Like they're okay, but like I always walk away feeling not that great. I don't know why. It's just something about it. Like I will
Maybe
say
that you pounded like a ton of wings.
No, not like that. Like I said, there's like I can walk away from eating a lot of wings and feel okay. You know what I mean? There's something about it that kind of like upsets my stomach.
Okay.
And it's the only time it ever does that.
Okay.
And I don't know why. So that's not really my jam. I'm trying to think like the ale. I mean, I've been going to the one up north for a long time. Like I like their wings. They do a good job.
Okay.
Big Woods, they have really good wings. I tend to like a crispier outside.
Mm-hmm.
And they have good sauces. Like I like a good, like I said, I like a good saucy wing. I'm trying to think like, I know I have a favorite, but it's literally
Wingstop
escaping.
is our fave.
Okay. I'm not at like wings, etc. is not good.
I've never been there.
Their sauce is not good.
Okay.
You know, it's
Duly
like
noted.
it's really oily.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay.
It was like
You should. Have you been to Wingstop?
I probably have. I mean, I've been to all of them. It's probably been a long time though. There's not one close. So
yeah, not to you at least.
Yeah, not to me at least. Yeah, I think usually the Willard in Franklin has good wings.
Oh, we were just talking about the Willard last night. We may go for his birthday.
Those are big. Like that actually like those are some of the ones I've had that like have the most meat.
All right.
I'm more of a fan of a smaller, and I only like flats. I don't like the drums.
Okay.
So I usually will go somewhere and be like, I only want flats, please. And if it's a smaller wing, it can be crispier, which is what I like. I have a very
very particular,
very specific
wing
preference. Yes.
All right.
I will say the best wing I've ever had, and this is gonna blow your mind, but it was dinner at Garden Table.
Oh my word.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it was the crispiest, like, most perfectly cooked wing I've ever had. And it was just a special. It was just a special one night. It had like an Asian.
So they don't have it all the time?
No, I was so upset.
Drat.
But it was cooked so nice.
It's a bummer.
Okay, one last thing. So we got to having this conversation. You know, we were talking about like the wings, and then you brought up ribs, which was perfect. We were talking about appropriate first date foods. Because Levi was talking, I guess somebody in his family wants to set him up on a blind date.
Yes.
And they had talked about going to ale, and he goes, I don't think wings like is the right choice for the first date because they're like messy and like is that really, you know, like especially like I don't want to do that in front of you on the first date. You'd be like, you know, like sauce is going everywhere. Like, nah, I don't think so. But so we were trying to think like what's the appropriate way to go about that?
Oof.
I know, right?
Good question.
That's a tough one.
I like this.
Which I told him, I was like, just go get coffee somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I think it just kind of depends. Like, have you talked with this person much?
Well, like I said, it's a blind date.
But for him, it's a blind date, so it's kind of risky.
Yeah, you don't know, right?
So, I mean, you could go to somewhere like, I don't know, like pasta, I feel like is relatively safe because then you can choose like your type of pasta.
Makes sense.
Right?
Makes sense.
Like if I were going on a first date and we decided on pasta, like I wouldn't order like a spaghetti, you know?
Where did you and Brad go on your first date?
I'm trying to think. Our first official date, he actually packed a picnic and we went to Brown County.
Man, no wonder you guys ended up together.
So, which is where we got engaged on that same spot.
What did he pack?
He just packed like sub sandwiches and chips.
Okay.
And cream soda, which also back to the soda thing. I love cream soda.
I was gonna say you must like that.
Yeah. You don't like it?
It's okay. Not my go-to.
Okay.
Obviously, but I mean, like, if it was there. Like,
but you also can't like it's never like on a fountain drink or anything. So, and then there are these like little like brownie chips almost.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There's this
I've had those.
particular one that's like salted caramel, and I was telling him about it. And of course he brought it then.
Smart man. Pays attention.
It was good. It was good.
But he also had the luxury of knowing a lot more about you before. Yeah.
Which, see, that's the difference too.
That's true.
He could have taken me out for wings and I would have been fine with it.
That's true. Yeah. You guys at least had that
because I think I had probably had wings with he and my brother and friends while watching March Madness.
Yeah.
Right. So he's seen the ugly already. Or you could do like a cute like cafe type place.
Right.
Like a Panera or like a McAllister's where there's nothing like truly messy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have a lot more options.
But like picking up a burger or tacos.
Yeah, I get
like
that.
Those things can kind of get messy, so it's kind of
that's like an
awkward.
Like after you know each other for a little while.
Which isn't that funny? Like eating food in front of people is awkward.
I get it, right? And it's like a way that we stay alive.
I know, it's so weird.
I know. But still, I mean, like, I don't know. It goes through your mind.
It does.
We went to Union 50.
Mm-hmm. I've never been there.
I mean, it's just
but I know.
I don't know.
Of it.
It's I wouldn't say like fine dining, but it's on the line. It's definitely not cheap. But it was
fine
good.
Line dine.
I mean, she was able to get like, she had chicken. She eats chicken everywhere. Like a chicken breast, right? That's easy. So
yeah.
So I mean, at least there were a lot of options. I was happy she didn't.
So go to somewhere where there's options.
I was just happy that she didn't get like a little tiny salad and drink an ounce of water. Be like, are you okay? Can you live off that?
Oh my word.
And I got scallops. Ooh, they were good.
Scallops.
Love a good scallop.
Really?
Yep.
I've never had them.
Really?
Really.
You got to try it.
Truly.
Got to try it.
I'm not even really sure what they are.
But you have to go somewhere that knows how to handle seafood and do it the right way.
Right. It's like not Red Lobster.
Yeah, no.
Which I've never been there before anyway, but.
Me either. I heard the biscuits are good though.
I have heard that.
The cheddar biscuits. Like it's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you should try it. So have you ever had like calamari?
Oof. I don't think I ever could.
Why?
Mm-mm.
Did you like it? You tried it, right, Audrey? Did you like it? I mean, it's, battered and fried.
I don't think I can do it.
But you'd only be able to probably eat like the strip, not the one that looks like a tiny octopus.
Yeah, no. No.
A little dude
Definitely
with legs.
not.
I was like, yeah.
But the leg, I don't know. I just can't. Oof.
My argument is always, what's the difference?
Between what?
Between eating a piece of meat that's been cut off a cow and just something that's been plucked from the sea. I mean, it was all a living creature at some point in time.
Can't do it. Like I can eat fish.
Yeah.
But I also don't want the fish face staring me in the eyes like when I'm eating its body.
Right.
I don't know. And it doesn't show like when you eat a burger, like it doesn't look like a cow.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get that. I was watching Gordon Ramsay the other night.
Oh, jeez.
He has the show on Nat Geo now, and he's like going around the world and like making these dishes and everything. And he went like deep sea fishing, or I shouldn't say that. He went like fishing like with a snorkel and a mask and was like shooting them with the spear.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah. And so, but they were off the coast of Hawaii, and they just pulled this fish out, took it on the boat, and he's like, it's much better if you just eat it raw. And they literally cut it open there and cut a piece out of it, and they were both eating the fish like right out the water. I was like, I don't know if I could do that. I've had a lot of raw fish, but like, I don't know about that.
I can't. I definitely know Brad could not.
No way.
I'm trying to getting him to go to sushi, and I'm like, there are like sushi where
it's cooked.
Like the fish
I think they even have
meat
chicken rolls cooked.
Now. Still working on it.
You got to try that. Is there a fish that you'll eat in sushi that's not cooked? Like we do like a tuna or a salmon or.
I don't love
like
the taste of tuna.
Yeah, I mean that one. I don't know. They all have their distinct.
I've had salmon raw, and sometimes. So I've had a couple, but I don't even really know. But it's usually the texture of the fish. Like on some of those where it has like the fish across the whole roll,
it
just feels really slimy.
Yeah.
So the texture kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I understand.
So
It's like I think working at the sushi restaurant, like it's just like you're around it all the time.
yeah.
I still don't like to touch it or anything, but like tastes good.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
This is just the tangent episode. We've just gone off on a bunch of tangents, barely followed what we wanted to talk about, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Natural.
We've not been together in a minute, so we need to catch up.
Right. So, but yeah, so that's what we got for you guys today. Hope you enjoy the episode.
I'm gonna post some polls of those things we talked about. See what people.
We're gonna do some polls.
See what people think.
I keep trying to remind Liv we need to do a giveaway soon. So
I know, but we haven't decided what yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're gonna pick something, and we're gonna get this thing going. So
maybe we'll do a giveaway for my birthday and do a giveaway around your birthday.
I like that.
So that's coming up.
When is your birthday?
September 8th.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a close.
it is.
Cool. We'll put something together. We're gonna put something together for sure.
Keep a lookout.
Yeah, keep a lookout. As usual, thank you. Thank you for listening. Please, if you listen to us on Apple Podcast,
will you give us a darn review?
Just please.
Come on.
Yeah, if
You
it's
like
good or
us.
if it's good or bad, we'll take it.
But you like
We're interested.
us.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's gonna be 5 stars, but we're just saying that if maybe you don't, that's okay too. We would love to hear your feedback.
It's true.
We'll take
If
criticism.
you think
That's
that
fine.
we're a piece of crap, you
Yeah,
know, let us know.
We'll take it.
We'll take it and we'll run with it. We'll do a whole episode of bad reviews and talk about how crappy we are. That would actually be so funny.
That would be funny, but please don't do that on
Don't
purpose.
do that.
If you like us,
If you don't
be
like
genuine.
us, then just message us and tell us why.
Yeah. But yes,
So that we don't hurt our rating.
Another interesting thing that I think we might talk about soon. I just heard about this, and I need to find a way to get access to it. But Spotify just came out with a new podcasting dashboard, and it will actually tell you what your listeners listen to music-wise.
Interesting.
It's not specific down to the person, but it'll just give you a general list of like, hey, this is the correlation. And I was like, interesting. So I had another podcast I was listening to the other day. We started talking about, they were like naming some of the artists that people listen to. It was pretty funny. So I figured
we'll have to
if we get a hold of that somehow, we will talk about that as well. So like I said, we got a guest next week. We're excited about that. Lots to talk about. This is somebody who messaged us. We got him on within a couple weeks. So we got some slots open. Would love to continue to hear your stories or interests, or even if you want to come on and promote your business, we'd love to help you out with that.
Totes.
So audience is growing, so now is the time to jump on. And I think we got lots of stuff planned. You're probably going to hear a lot more from us as the summer kind of draws to an end. Everybody's been crazy busy, but I think everything's starting to like die down.
Wind down a little bit.
Everybody's going back to school and getting things figured out. So lots to come. And again, we appreciate you guys listening. Tell your friends, tell your family.
It sounded like the
hide your wife,
hide your
kids,
and hide your husband.
And hide your husbands.
Don't hide them though.
Yeah. And of course, always open to suggestions. Anything you want to hear us talk about, you have questions, we'll answer them on the show and give you a shout out. So,
and eventually we'll bring back our lip sync battles.
Yes. Yes. That is completely 100% on me.
It's been months.
Yes. We're going to bring that back.
Bring it back.
Yes. Sorry.
Cool.
I think both Liv and I have 8 million things going on. So we're trying to make it all work, but we're here. We're here. We're doing it.
We're here for it.
So all again, thanks for listening.
We out.
Well, this was episode 22.
22.
I know. Oh, we're going to have a late night coming soon, too.
Okay, bye.
Can we clink our mugs? Yeah.